Previously on Chosen Ones. The group reconvenes after their trip to the Blue Building. They discuss their plans to meet the Abergrim, as well as taking a break to go to a mountain resort. After debating whether teleporting or traveling by foot was more practical, Brandy convinces the group that it would be better to have Arthur take them so that he can spend some time with them away from his lab. Brandy reaches out to the High Elf via sending, and learns from their interaction that Arthur has made a breakthrough and might be able to save Merlin. The group agrees to wait a few more days so that he can finish, and possibly even have Merlin come to the hot springs as well. Hopeful that a well-needed rest is on the horizon, the sparks wait as nightfall slowly falls, another anticipated encounter awaiting.
Born from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see, this is where you want to be. When you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, and dance until the dawn.
So it is the evening now, at this point. You've talked, probably had dinner and all that.
Would that have counted as a long rest?
Sure.
Okay, and just ask because I need eye bite back, just in case something happens. I wasted one of my Mystic Arcanum. I'm like, I need that back, just in case something fucking bad happens.
And Avayath used a 3rd level spell for some reason. Oh, he tried to remove curse.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see near the walls, Estel is already up there waiting.
Nobody told her she could come.
Yeah, nobody told her this bitch could come.
She said that she waits at the wall sometimes. She may not even have known you were gonna
Yeah.
come.
Oh, Master Estel. Master.
Brandy looks stressed, but he's going anyway. He's trying his best to hide it.
Theo looks clearly stressed.
He has arm around Theo and squeezing at Theo's shoulder.
I imagine that they have Estel's attention now.
Estel, yeah, you see her head turn. Were you going to try and talk to him, Avayath? Is that why you're here?
Yes, that was the plan.
Is that why all of you are here? She raises an eyebrow.
Moral support.
I want to talk to
And
Master
also,
Peter.
I might have a few things to talk to him about.
He speaks over Brandy.
That's okay. It's fine. I didn't have anything important to say anyway. Love it
He
when
doesn't
people talk over
always
me.
show
Oh,
up.
cool. It's happening again. Brandy will just say then, yeah, well, I called him. He said he's coming tonight.
Called him.
Yeah, I gave him a ring. Gave him a little call on his head.
And he answered?
Abergrim did.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried calling Peter first and I didn't get anything.
Okay. You guys are like at the bottom of the watchtower talking up at her.
Yeah, I tried calling Peter, but I didn't get anything, so...
She's speaking at the same volume.
Yeah. What? What did you say?
Well, come on up if you want to try and talk to him.
I want to go up. Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait. Shui looks at Yaya, and he's like, Yaya, can you make me float?
Sure.
Do we have to come up?
If you want to see over the wall.
Oh, right. There's an actual wall. I thought there was a barrier for some reason. That
There
was
is a
the
barrier
only thing
and a
that
wall.
was. Oh, okay. Cool. Never mind.
Shui floats up.
Yeah.
And Avayath flies up as well, so Shui and Avayath kind of just go vertical.
Well, Avayath is flying, and Shui's kind of slowly rotating.
Yeah.
As he...
Y'all really showing off, huh?
This is fun.
It's a lot easier.
Brandy will look to Theo and be like, you want to go up fancy too, or do you want to go up the normal way?
Does the fancy way include a loud sound?
Yeah, it's a very loud sound.
I'd rather not bring attention to that.
That's fair. We'll go up the normal way.
Funny idea, though.
So you are all up at the top now at this point and are looking out into the surrounding, not very dense forest. It's kind of like a mix of like snowy covered trees, and then you can see there's like cactuses and things as well. It's very clearly like a kind of desert landscape, but they are in a more decently dense area.
It was covered in snow.
Yes, it's very snow covered. And you can see kind of behind one of the trees at first, you can see like the form of like a very large shadow extending out from behind it, kind of like a naturally long, like something very towering would be casting this shadow. But you see from the shadows coming around kind of like the silhouette of what looks like Peter, even though that shadow does not look like it belongs to him. It's very dark though, and he seems to be kind of like staying back as far as he can. Even with your dark vision, it's hard to see him from where he is. So like Theo probably can't see him.
Good.
Is that him?
How many feet away is he?
120 about.
I can't see him then. I have 60 feet dark vision.
I can. I have 120 feet dark vision.
It's still hard to make him out that far away.
Peter? /Abagrim?
Very, very slowly, he starts to approach you a bit closer at this point, still staying probably a good 60 feet away. And you can see in the brightness of the almost full moon, it's not quite full yet, you can start to make him out. And definitely looks like he's changed a bit. You can see that those tails, those tendrils that came up from his back when he transformed before, are just out now, just constantly. He's got these like strange growths on his shoulders that you aren't quite sure what they are, like these purple growths and these spikes up along his back.
Ooh, took off the coat!
Oh my god.
Hey, Peter! Hey!
And you would also see he's got an extra set of markings now. They're on both hands.
I see that.
Oh, he's changed a little bit.
I told you, the merge is unraveling.
What does that mean?
I've never seen one come fully undone before, so I don't know.
Does it mean they'll come apart, maybe?
Or tear apart.
Well, we can choose to think positively, Estel. We can choose to, like, be optimistic about the prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm trying my... Right.
But you can see she's just kind of she's just staring at him. Like, you can tell she's probably not seen him in a while.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Well, it's nice to see you, too. Pops.
Just like a very low growl coming from down below.
No, come on. It's alright. You want a hug?
Maybe don't patronize the very, powerful being.
I'm not patronizing him.
But he could take it that way.
He could, but, well, I guess that's true. Well, I don't mean to be rude, obviously. Again, what I said a few months back, I meant it. I want to be able to help you out.
Shui was really excited, like initially, when Brandy was like, Peter /Abraham, is he? She got really excited, was like, what, really, what? And then, got closer, started speaking, and now he's like kind of slinking back. He's like, that's not Peter. So now he's just quiet.
What's Avayath look like? I want to know.
He looks kind of hostile.
Alright.
He's looking at you. He's not looking at Brandy. So.
Yeah. His arm is like on his sword, ready to unsheath it.
Hey now, y'all. Calm down now. It's alright. We just want to talk. That's all.
I'll assure you that he lets go of his weapon. We're just here to talk. That's all.
You don't want to fight again?
I think that would be bad for all of us.
Thought Avayath was gonna be cheeky and be like, "Oh, you want to lose again?" No, so.
Roll initiative.
The tower starts crumbling down.
Literally. I don't think that a winner would come out of that at all. I don't think that's a good idea. We just want to chat. You don't have to be so, upset.
What do you want?
Well, I suppose, first of all, how you been lately? Been a while since we talked.
Busy.
With what?
A lot of things have changed in a few months.
Yeah, like the jabbers all about?
Yes.
You know about them? 2 out of 4 that I've interacted with are, a couple old friends of mine. A couple of your kids. You, know anything about that? Got anything to do with that?
I tried to pull you out a few times and failed.
Is that why you don't like the Magic Man? 'Cause he got to me first?
I don't like him because he destroyed the universe I came from.
Ah.
Little hard to get over that.
That's fair. That's... You know what? I don't blame you for being upset about that. But I don't think it's right to take it out on this universe. You know, they didn't do nothing wrong. Right?
The first time they saw me, they immediately decided that whatever I was wasn't natural.
Yeah, people can be cruel like that. That's fair.
They put the title of Fiend on us.
Yeah, they sure did. But that was a while ago. You know, opinions can change.
Have they changed?
As evident by myself, I think some people's opinions have changed. These fellas know everything about me now.
Theo makes sure to stay very close to Brandy.
I think... I don't know. I understand that you were labeled a monster, similar to, myself, because of my relation to you. I think we both made a monster of ourselves a bit because of that. I don't ever think it's too late for somebody to try and fix it, though.
I don't think the morality of certain people that you're associating with would agree with me.
Looks to Astel.
And he's looking at Avayath.
Yeah, looks to Astel first, and then looks to Avayath and is like, I mean, Avayath has accepted me for who I am now.
Oh, good.
Brandy's managed to become a better man, and I think it'll take longer for you, I believe, but perhaps anyone can.
I've resurrected a lot of people recently. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you fucking asshole. Why you gotta do this?
To Avayath.
At Avayath.
I don't see the point of this question. You know full well what I think about that.
And I don't think we can ever associate with each other.
You don't have to. You can accept each other's existence. You don't have to be enemies, though. Just because somebody isn't on good terms with you doesn't mean that you have to be an enemy of them.
Is he going to let me? He's the one who pursued me.
Looks to Avayath.
And you're the one who pursued the innocent.
Looks to the Abraham.
Innocent? I brought people back from the dead who wanted to be brought back.
Looks to Avayath.
Their souls have been tainted now.
According to you.
I don't think that's how that works.
Necromancy damages the soul when you perform it. It's not a safe school of magic.
I don't know that that's true, Avayath.
I'm quite certain of it.
Okay.
Avayath's probably wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, first-hand experience, or... I don't think my soul's corrupted.
And Estel, you can hear, crossing her arms, and she's like, you also brought people back who didn't want to be brought back. You can't just leave that out.
Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of important to not leave out.
And he's just quiet at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You probably shouldn't do that, partner.
Maybe don't do that part.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, Pops, but that's, bring people back that don't want to be brought back tends to, make you look real bad.
If you're going to win a war, you need an army.
What war? The hell are you talking about? You fighting a war?
Getting ready for one.
With who? The fuck? With who?
Really have been gone a long time.
Apparently.
And Estel sighs again and is just like, well, the Prime Capital has been preparing for something for a while, but just assumed it was between them and Black Peak. That's usually... They're scarce every now and again, but it's rare something actually happens.
Is it related to the capital then?
Just see like those tendrils kind of swishing back and forth.
I'll take that as a yes. My tail does the same thing when I get angry or anxious. What's the capital doing that's got you bothered?
As much as I don't enjoy this universe, hopping to another one doesn't sound like it would be fun to start over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Shit.
What's the relation to what we're talking about right now?
King Larkspur's fucking around.
With what?
It's stressful, darling. I don't know that you want me to explain it right now.
He just shakes his head and he's like mutters to himself, like, huh?
I know, it's a lot. There are a lot of bad people in this world, and King Larkspur's one of them. Listen, I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I'd like to help stop that. I think all of us don't want this universe to fall apart. Looks to Estel specifically when he says that. I don't think any of us want this universe to fall apart. So, you know, if you show us a little bit of goodwill, we might be able to help you out.
You still haven't told me what you want.
Well, okay. I'm gonna look to Theo and be like, you okay if I step down there for a second? I'll make sure that I can get back up here real quick.
If you can't, I'll go to you.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay.
Give him a little kiss.
Mwah!
Accept it.
Mwah! They make
just
out
like
now.
Yeah, exactly. No. And then he'll look to Avayath and be like, point downwards. He's gonna teleport onto the top of the wall with Farstep.
You were already on the top of the wall.
I thought we were on the watchtower.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's pretty close.
I mean like on the wall.
Okay.
And like motion for Avayath to kind of follow.
Okay, Avayath follows.
And then just kind of like lean down on the wall, kind of sit there a little closer to him and just be like, you kind of cursed Avayath here. You would like to figure out how to fix that.
I'm not undoing it.
Why?
I already told you, he's better off this way.
Why?
He's not of any use if his body's like this.
Any use? Looks to Avayath. What does that mean?
Do you plan to use me?
I don't.
Well, all I want is peace. If we can come to some kind of agreement to get rid of this, I'd be willing to listen to you and perhaps cooperate.
Then I guess we can't cooperate.
Now hold on, just hold on. Like what kind of use? What do you mean?
Stop being vague as fuck!
Yeah, what my partner said. Stop being vague, if you could.
When we transferred universes, Lemony lost their body.
Oh?
But they're very particular. If you're not perfect, they won't use you.
They trying to possess Avayath or something?
Not possess. Use the shell.
The shell, I don't like that. It sounds like they're gonna murder you, Avayath.
That's strange.
Who? The capital?
Lemony.
He wants a body? Why is that a bad thing? Well, I mean, obviously for Avayath, it sounds like it's a pretty fucking bad situation.
You need a body if you want to go to a different universe.
Okay. So Lemony wants to take Avayath's body from him?
Yes.
That's fucked up. I see why you don't like this motherfucker.
Tends to think of people as playthings.
I find that a lot of gods seem to think of people as a lot lesser, it seems. Well, hey, Avayath, do you want to be switched back then? Because that sounds like you're pretty fucked up.
Well, of course I would like that.
Abraham, like, I don't know, scratched his CD disc or something. He's like, you're not perfect.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Then is it just coincidence that this started when you touched my armor?
No, I started it the first time we fought. This has been going on for a while.
I have a strange idea for you to consider, Mr. Abaddon. What if the Abergrim let you win?
So are you and Lemony working together then on this process?
Literally everything I've said is the exact opposite.
Everyone's...
It was like, no, Avayath, you... No, he means your body was perfect before. Your body before was what Lemony wanted, but then the Abergrim messed it up by transforming you.
I ruined his first attempt too. Probably still mad about that.
That Ambrose fella, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Avayath is gonna insight he doesn't trust that Abergrim is
Okay.
indirectly helping him.
That's fair. I'll do the same, but I believe he's telling the truth just because he's not necessarily trying to help Avayath, he's trying to fuck over Lemony. I don't think he gives a fuck about Avayath, but 14.
8.
Damn. You have a +6 to insight? Fuck.
He seems to be telling the truth.
I figured. It's kinda helping you out, unless you want to become a husk. For a different person if you want to stop existing.
I suppose this isn't as bad as I was worried about.
And you don't want Lemony getting a new body because you don't want Lemony hopping to another universe, but you're also trying to save this universe?
If he has a way to get to another one, then what's the point of keeping this one? If he can't get to another universe, then this one should stick around a bit longer.
Does he have direct involvement in that then? Like, what do you mean?
Yes. He has a temporary body. A puppet.
Oh, I hate that. Who?
Aren't all kings just puppets?
Ah, yay! We got a confirmation of something horrifying. I hate that.
That's why he wanted to take him as a
Literally.
baby. Hate that.
God, it all makes sense now, and that's why. Oh my
Let me
god.
just write all this down in my notes real quick.
Okay.
That means the Avayath and the other timeline got fucked up. Somehow. That's why he was gonna use the new baby instead.
I mean, Avayath's got so many death flags, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, exactly. So Lemony's possessing King Larkspur then. That's horrifying.
Not possessing. That body is artificial.
Oh, it doesn't even fucking exist? That's even more horrifying. I don't like that. He's like a literal puppet?
Yes. King Larkspur doesn't have any blood family.
Oh, and that's why he adopts the... that's terrifying. I hate that a lot. Can I just tell you, Dad? I hate that. I hate my uncle, Pops.
Not a good person.
Yeah, he kinda sucks. See why you don't like him. He kinda fucking blows. A little bit. Well, that changes a lot. First he fucks over my life, and now he's trying to fuck over the universe. That's a lot.
I'm not surprised. I took away his toys, so he took away what he thought was mine.
Persecuted all the... all your kin, your tieflings.
When they were in the other timeline, there was that event, right? The White New Moon or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would that have passed in this timeline?
Nope.
No.
It takes place in the
Nope,
summer.
it's coming up.
Okay, because you remember him and What's-Her-Face tried to pull some shit.
Hell yeah.
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 And we...
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's like the universe hop, I bet.
Like, ask about Lemony's connection with, like, Aelia.
That's a good question. Brandy will speak up and be like, In a few timelines that I've recently... Don't ask about it. Never mind. He doesn't say that because Estel's there. I forgot.
Estel's like, what? No.
A few, huh?
Can I cover her long ears?
It's recently come to my understanding that Aelia and I guess Lemony might not be as much enemies as they like to pretend. Why is Lemony working with Black Peak then?
Countries come together when they have an enemy.
Yeah.
Isn't it strange that the country that won the war is treated as a villain?
Black Peak won?
Yes, they won the last war, but no one seems to act like it.
I'm no war criminal. I'm not like you.
War criminal, it just kind of depends on who wins the war.
Easy to gather supplies and materials if you tell people that you're fighting against some great evil.
They're bullshitting. They're like, help us fight Black Peak. They're evil and they're total.
Right, but it seems like Aelia is an ally of Larkspur.
They don't act like it.
But so it's an act. Then it sounds like, to me, it sounds like they're pretending to be against each other to allow Larkspur to gather supplies for their plan.
And prevent anyone from this country to getting too close to that.
Well, that's fucked. That sucks. A lot, actually.
And you hear Estel speak up at that, and she's just like, that's not accurate. We work very closely with the Capitol and Flynn and Larkspur, and this sounds completely ridiculous. We've worked with them for years. And you just see him look up at her and almost smirk a little bit, and you just hear him go,
Wow, you really are the lesser of the two twins.
Hey, there's no reason for that. There's no reason.
and you just hear her like very sharply take in a gasp of breath, and is just like, I'm going to go, I think.
There's no reason to fight like that. Look, Estel, I know it sounds like a lot of... It doesn't sound right, but I assure you there's some things you might not know about their relationship to one another. I'm not saying it's concrete, but I've had some pretty reliable insight that they may indeed be working with one another.
Why would they be funding a program like this that could raise people up to be able to defeat them? That doesn't make any sense.
Kill us all at the same time. That's probably it.
Find out who has the most potential to become a chosen one and have Aelia merge with them.
It just doesn't sound right. I've met the king personally, and I know Flynn personally.
People can lie to you. I know you think that you know everything, but people can lie.
I could schedule a meeting if you want to talk to them. Because you're trusting a fiend. You see him cock his head at that. That's just what he does.
I think there'd be plenty of reason to turn him against the king. I'd take what he says with a grain of salt.
Thank you, Avayath.
Okay, well, both of you have a reason not to like him. He's possessing your boyfriend, and Avayath is his enemy. Of course it sounds bad to you, but trust me, I've experienced. I have...
How did he help you?
He broke me out of Lemony's fucking cult.
And he gave you the means to do what after that?
Free the other tieflings captured by his fucking cult.
He didn't step in for any of the other things that you did.
Yeah, because everybody had labeled him a monster. He didn't like anyone, obviously, and I'm not saying that was right of him, but it's obvious why he didn't step in. Look, when you have the whole world against you, it's hard to not view everyone as your enemy.
Well, I'm not sure whether or not to believe all of this, but it is good to be prepared for the worst. So we should probably make preparations anyways.
I'm done with this conversation. She's like starting to make her way down the ladder.
I know you don't like to think that your enemy could be right, or there could be something that you don't know, but I'm just saying, there's a lot that folks can lie to you about. And there's a lot people can keep behind closed doors.
Sure is. And she keeps going down.
Yeah. And I'm sure you could understand, you of all people could understand that people could keep secrets from everyone. Because, from what I understand, you're also preparing for the worst right now, based on our last conversation.
And she kind of stops as she's making her way down and looks back up to you. It's good to be prepared.
So you have no idea about any of this?
I was given one warning that I'm acting on.
So you'd rather let everything burn than try and fix it?
I didn't say that. I can only do so much, though.
You can do a hell of a lot more. You were a fucking chosen one, for God's sake. Wasn't the whole point of being that was to be for the people? Isn't that what you've been teaching us this whole time? And then you're preparing to leave?
I am doing what's for the people.
Yeah? You taking everyone with you?
If I can.
Yeah? How many people can you take with you?
The more time I spend on it, the more that we can take.
So you'd rather prepare for the worst than try and fix before it gets to that point?
I don't know what to tell you.
I want you to tell me that you want to save this world. From the sounds of it, shit's gonna hit the fan real soon. Sounds like we're on a timer.
Can we talk about this later?
I guess the more time we waste, I guess.
And she makes her way to the bottom at that. Starts to walk away.
I hate this. I just want to go to a mountain resort. I just want to fucking relax. I just want to, chill for a day.
Do you mind if I ask one more question about this curse?
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
Are there any side effects to being turned into what you consider less perfect?
I don't consider it less perfect at all. Just different.
I see. I'll take that as a no, then.
You don't happen to know where, Peter's sword is or anything, because that sounds like it would be kind of useful for going up against maybe the king or some shit like that.
Probably back to its owner.
Who owned it?
Someone who's dead.
Oh. So some kind of jabber has it, probably, huh?
Maybe.
Hate it. Cool.
It didn't disappear, so they're still around in some sense, but they definitely died.
I can think of somebody that I might be able to contact about that, actually, thinking about it. Hey, and what about this? I'm gonna summon my sword.
Gosh.
I tried to give you a new one.
Yeah, you did. Where the hell did you get that? Did you make it?
Yes.
Can you make another?
Not so soon to the last one. Those take quite a bit of energy.
Well, it doesn't have to be the same as the last one. I mean, this thing's broken as fuck. I don't think there's any fixing this. I don't even know where the other half is.
It's in the capital.
We have half of a blade in the prime capital that we've held on to for, well, over a century at this point, and the rest of it, well, we don't know where it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Shui's ears kind of perk up at that. Wait, Flynn told me that they had half of an elven sword in the capital. Could that be the other part of your sword, Brandy?
Looks to the aberration.
Sounds like it.
You had an elven sword?
What? The fuck do you mean an elven sword? Isn't the whole point elves use the fucking sword? What the hell do you mean? I had...
Your parents were elves.
Does that make me like an unofficial sword singer or whatever the fuck? Is that why 4 murdered me? Oh, I didn't tell you all that.
What?
He just says that out loud.
Literally, he's just going through thinking and then absolutely said that out loud and it's like, oh.
Master Four did what?
Theo's voice pops in Brandy's head excuse me?
I would also know, just as a reminder, you do know, most of the sword singers are MIA. You don't know where they are.
Yeah, missing in action, yeah.
Not confirmed dead or not, so most of them.
All right.
Avayath kind of just shrugs. Compared to everything else he just learned, that's the least of his concerns.
4 killed you, what? That's so uneventful compared to everything else that just...
Just compared to the Abergrim being right in front of us right now.
Okay. That's good to know, I guess.
You know, I was already freaking out, but it's fine. More fun information.
It's okay, because that was all in the past, darling. It's okay. I promise. It is okay. I know. It's in the past. That all is in
Let's
the
go
past.
to the spa, all of us.
Never Let's just all go to the spa. Let's all chill. That sounds so nice.
I just wanted to do something in his voice. That was all.
Thank you. That was really funny. Well, that's certainly good to know. Could I get another? Is that possible? Or do you know where the other half of this one is so I could fix it? Or what do you...
They keep it at the capital.
That sucks. There's no way they're letting me in there, especially with Lemony being the fucking king. There's no way they let me in there.
Yaya and I were invited.
Technically I was too, but...
He pauses for actually a very long moment, and he looks to Brandy, and he's just like...
They may let you in if you're not a tiefling.
Yeah? If I'm not a tiefling? What do you mean by that?
I've never had an asthma before.
I mean... Yeah, is that something you are interested in?
Do you think you can kill the king?
I think we can do a lot. I'm a first of a lot of things. Sounds like that's kind of important. Based on some other conversations we recently had, we are a lot more important than we thought. Hell, I might be the next fucking chosen one. I don't know. I was supposed to be one of them.
You carry the mark of sin that your parents made. If you'd like to turn it into something else, I can do that.
Shui's lost, but Zen is liking this.
I am also liking this.
Theo's still screaming in his head about the universe ending.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or screaming in his own head, by the way.
Yeah, I figured he's not like
in Brandy's
like in
head.
Brandy's mind. Oh, Theo, I'm sorry.
I knew this was going to be a hard conversation, so...
Yeah, he sits there for a second. Kind of looks up at Theo for a minute.
He's dissociating.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, if that's our best shot of getting inside the capital. Because if I have that sword is fucking nasty. That sword would be incredibly useful against what we're going up against. That would be really useful.
I'm in favor of getting the sword, but I'm not in favor of killing the king or anything like that until we get more information from more people.
Yeah, and that's fair. But if it comes down to that, and I hate to tell you, but I feel like it is going to come down to that, it would be useful to have that.
What I'm offering would take a while.
How long do you think?
If we start now, a month.
A month. Alright. Yeah. Sure. He will... I'm assuming this conversation has been more than a minute, so you'll just cast Far Step again. Teleport down to the Abergrim. Like right in front of Peter.
He stands up immediately, like, defensive.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'll be your Asmer.
Sorry.
Ho ho.
He smirks a bit at that. Can you roll a Constitution save?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew something bad was about to happen.
Theo did immediately snap back to reality when Brandy popped over down there. So he's watching.
Oof, that's a bad con save. A 9.
What do you get?
baby.
A 9? Oof. Okay, so this is gonna look bad from the perception of everyone else, but...
It's okay.
You see him kind of straighten up at that, and then you see all 4 of those tails just immediately go into Brandy's chest.
Brandy?
It's okay.
And you just have a very searing pain go through you at that. And it looks like, from your perspective, that like almost like all of the veins in Brandy's body like light up. Not like how the brands on his body work. It's like a deep, like purple light.
How quickly? Because I wanted to let you explain, but Theo's popping down there like immediately.
It's like instantaneous.
After that happens, Avayath is gonna fly towards him. He pulls out his sword, starts swinging.
Wait.
You're gonna take 60 necrotic damage.
60?
60, yep.
Fuck, dude. Ow.
You're fine.
That's okay, though. He's not even bloodied from that.
And then he pulls those tails back out, which you can see now that you're close. They are like razor sharp at the ends, so...
Theo's down there with him now.
I want to say Shui did jump down as well.
Seeing everyone start to run, you see kind of like immediately the aberration start to back away back towards the forest again.
Hey, it's okay. I'm sure that was intentional. I'm sure that was part of the process.
Theo's
Oh,
like
my God.
holding Brandy now because he used his spark to pop to Brandy.
Yeah.
If he still has a use today, I guess. Well,
Yeah, we had a long rest, so. Oh, fuck. A little bit of warning next time, Pops. That would have been great.
how are you feeling? Is it like different or like you changing yourself?
He said it's gonna take a month, so it's not gonna be immediate, but. Oh, that feels different for sure. I'm okay.
It is like a burning, like a constant burning under your skin.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Shui hopped down from the watchtower. He used Featherfall to not break his ankles or whatever. I would like this.
He jumps down, like fucking back to the side. Don't worry, Brent.
I just wanted to say that out loud, but I don't know where to jump at. Anyway, so he's down there and he's like over at Brandy and he's kind of like looking at his chest like, where's the exit? Like, where to go?
There's no visible wounds when the tails are pulled out.
Like, is there any indication that they were in there? Like a little like tattoo
Nope.
or okay.
Nope.
But I saw the tails go into your chest.
Holy hell. You said a month?
1 month.
Alright. Sounds good. And you can't give me like a sword in the meantime to like, you know, make things a little easier on us?
No,
Okay. It was worth a shot, you know.
I just made one. I can't make another that close together.
You just made another one, or was the one that you made before?
The one that I tried to give you.
Gotcha. Who has that one, by the way?
Someone who has me as their patron.
Is it Ramona?
What made you come to that conclusion?
You know how you were from a different universe?
Yes.
I did a little, hopping around recently. This is the easiest way I could put it.
Not to another universe. There can only be one.
I know, not to another universe, but a different, not necessarily this time.
What?
Alright, Dad, chill. Yeah, some things happened recently. That's all I can say, or else there could be consequences, but long story short, I met a woman named Ramona who happened to have a sword that looked incredibly similar to the one that, you showed me.
I see.
Am I wrong? Because I'd sure love to be wrong.
No, you're not.
Okay, cool. I figured. Well, that's good to know at least. At least we know who's got it. What's it do?
I honestly don't remember. It's been so long since I made that thing.
You should have kept the voice line.
I don't know. It's been so long since I made it. I don't fucking remember. I made those things willy-nilly. I don't know. It's something.
I'll just have him.
It changes according to who wields it. I haven't seen her use it yet.
What's it called?
What's the... Oh, fuck. That really hurt. What's the name of the sword? Does it have one?
I think she named it after her first patron before she switched to me.
Oh.
The World Eater.
Oh.
Which you've also heard him call the Magic
Yeah, I
Man
know.
that.
Yeah. Interesting. Ah.
You would give her some shit called the World Eater.
The World Eater. Fucking bitch, of course. Okay. Yeah, his eyes widen at that and is like, I see. Did my sword have a name?
The Headhunter.
Yeah, that's apt.
By the way, since Brandy was like, oh fuck, that hurts, Theo uses some healies on him. He heals 22.
Ooh, thanks.
Yeah, he will look down to Theo and just be like, thanks, darling. That feels a lot better.
Good.
Well, thanks, partner. I appreciate the help. I do mean it, though. I do want to help
You're
you.
going to lose your tail.
Why would you say that? Why would you, say it like that when I'm in the middle of thanking you?
I wanted to warn you.
I mean, I figured I wasn't, most Asmer don't have a tail. I figured it was I didn't want to, think about it.
It's going to fall off.
I like your tail.
It's going to fall off.
You're gonna be like
Great,
Riddle.
thanks. Don't fucking... Alright. That's good to know. Thanks for the heads up.
You were thanking him, and he's like, "No, I cannot.
Fuck you.
I cannot be thanked."
Is it gonna disappear?
Or is it just gonna fall off?
It's going to fall off.
You can
That's
turn it into like a
awful.
tie or something.
Thanks.
We'll have a little
No!
burial for it. I love your tail.
Like a belt.
No!
Makes a necklace out of his fucking tail.
I'm gonna die.
Oh my god, stop.
I hate this. Right. Alright.
You could present it when you go to the cabin and be like, "We killed him."
We did it. We could. That's very funny. We definitely could. Alright. Thanks. As I was saying, I do mean it though. I do want to help you. In both this, I don't want our universe to fall apart, but I don't think, again, like me, I don't think you were given a fair shake, and I'd at least like to help with this merging situation. Both you and Peter.
If I wait long enough, it'll fall apart. I don't think he'll survive, but I will.
Well, I don't want Peter to die, though. Peter's a fine fella.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, but I'd like to be able to hear from him again. You know, he's a nice guy.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know him that well, apparently, because apparently half the time I was talking to you instead. Were you the one that threatened me in the cat? Never mind, doesn't matter. Anyway, it was probably you. Yeah.
Great cons are chewy.
What?
No,
Yay!
I'm just kidding.
Make that canon!
Oh my gosh. No, Shui will be like, he wasn't there.
But then the aberration was nice to him, please!
God.
He's saying it sarcastically because you're mentioning how he wasn't, sometimes he wasn't there and it was someone else.
Shui won't take it sarcastically, though.
Sure, he says that, and Shui can just be in ignorance.
What?
He just smirks and he starts to back away again. And then Shui's thinking about every single time Peter's ever smiled at him,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
That concert was from Master Peter.
Well, guess I'll stay in touch.
I'm going to be very busy.
Alright, well, keep in touch, because if we do go about this, it's gonna kind of involve you, so...
Just make sure. when the war does come, you're on the right side of it, son.
Aww, cool line, Cassie.
Thanks. He turns and he starts to back away. And with that final statement, you just see kind of off in the distance, like, a bunch of jabbers on the horizon that he seems to be going towards. And you can see that they all seem to have those twisted, like, antler horns and the tails that you've seen from the other pale tiefling jabbers that you've seen before.
Oh, that's a lot of jabbers. I'm glad we're on his side. Kinda.
Are we on his side?
I mean, we're working adjacently to each other. We don't want this universe to end, so, like, yeah, technically. Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I suppose.
Look at Avayath. I know you don't like him. And that's okay. I don't blame you for not liking him. Because your whole religious thing, but your religion is bullshit and Claytor doesn't exist.
It's not the religious thing.
I'm just kidding, no. He doesn't say that.
Gosh.
Could you imagine? No, he's like, I know you don't like him because you two are, have a sordid history together, but I'm sure we would be saving a lot of people if we, pull this off. And with him on our side, we have a lot better chance than just the four of us doing it by ourselves.
If everything he says is the truth, I'm sure some of it is, but I'd like to get some other perspectives.
Yeah, and I think that's a good idea.
You do know he's just doing some necromancy willy-nilly right now, so...
Well, that's fine. Sometimes you just do necromancy willy-nilly.
That's not Avayath's biggest gripe, that's the thing. It's like that you can just go to a church and pray it off. It was their fight before.
So Avayath should prepare spells like fucking raise dead and fucking, what's it called?
Pray it off later.
Goddamn revivify, and then he can pray it off later. Like, fucking prepare those things.
Nah, he's a bitch.
Just have them ready. If one of us dies, I'm going to kill Avayath. I'm not even joking. I will kill him. It's okay.
Avayath finally sheaths his sword and shield.
Thank you to our high-tier patrons, Dion Miranda, Zab, Levi Rose, Arkeus the Druid, Claytor, the Hat Man, Charles, Jessica Long, Z, Zachary Cook, and Mr. Bakudan, as well as our Kickstarter backers for this season. If you haven't already, make sure to like the episode and leave a comment. We'll see you soon, fellow Sparks.
Morning soon, the light dims fast here. Should we go outside again one more day, my dear? Why don't we just stay as the familiar fades away? Things are the same day by day. What are you waiting for, darling? What are you running from, stranger? Where are you hiding now? Don't you waste this chance. Do we have time for this, dear friend? How could we ever run out now? All that we have is this moment. Let's make time. For the end of this story, time for the start of our new life, time for us all to come back for fate's last encore, where we find out what this all means. It means a lot that you're here now. Let's make the most of this, shall we? We have time.